Yo, what's good, guys? I hope you're all doing good and great. In this video, and not this video, this is in this part we're gonna be talking about like market intelligence. So first part on this masterclass we talked like zero part like the introductions, what is copywriting, why we do copywriting. In this thing we're gonna talking about like the basics, like the whole foundation that everything else gonna be building in. Like anything that's gonna be doing with copywriting is gonna be built on this like layers. So before you write a single word, you need to know where your audience is mentally and how saturated your market is. This determines everything: your hook, your claims, your mechanisms, your proof. Get this wrong, and every great copy fails. Because talking to, as an example, let's see level of awareness. Let's see you have an audience that's problems aware, but you talk to them as they are products aware. You lost them. Same things like in the reverse. They are products aware, then you talk to them as the problems aware, you bore them. They escape. So understanding this, like understanding the awareness levels, understanding the sophistication stage is really important to understand like how you're gonna be communicating to them. So let's go with it. Let's go with the first part, like the 5 awareness levels. 5 awareness levels. Your prospect sits somewhere on the spectrums. Your copy must match what they are, or it won't connect. So for the level of awareness, we already know that they are like 5. We already talked about them before. We're gonna repeat ourselves. So I'm gonna be level 1, unaware. I don't even know I have problems. This is where the real skill happens. This is where you can create like a big TAM for your products. What I mean about big TAMs, I mean like, let's see, your audience is like this big. Like let's see, this is a whole. Let's see, only like 50% of them are problems aware. The others like 20% is I'm making like bad math. Like sorry, 30% are problems aware, 20% are solution aware, while you have another 50% that's unaware. So if you can create ads that actually gonna be speaking to those unaware audience and make them realize that they have a problem, you're just making your avatars size like way bigger. So you have like way bigger audience, so you can scale way bigger. But also it's the hardest one to scale too, because when somebody doesn't seem to have like what it's called a problems, making them understand that they have a problem, you convince them that there is a solution, that there is actually a product that you're selling is going to be the issue, what it's called is going to be working is hard. So I think, so, to be honest, like I didn't talk about it like until now, but I think I'm gonna add a new model specifically for unaware and how to do copywriting for unawares, like the whole thing is and how to sell to an unaware audience. Because in here we're just gonna be talking about level of awareness, but this is I'm gonna add to this masterclass. So level 1, unaware. I don't even know I have a problems. What they are thinking, nothing. They haven't connected the dots yet. They may have symptoms, but haven't labeled it as a problems. What copy you need to do? Call out the symptoms, not the solution. Make them realize they have problems. Educate them heavy, not selling yet. So the biggest connection that you need to make when you sell to an unaware audience is to try to make them connect the symptom that they have is actually an issue, and that issue gonna have consequences, and that issue is actually to avoid those consequences. You need a solution for it. So what is the solution? Educate them that this is how we're gonna fix that, and here is a product for it. So the hook approach, lead with symptoms or situation they recognize. Wrong, the best menopause supplements. Right, why you are wide awake at 3 a.m., drenching sweets, heart racing, even though nothing is wrong. This is for women that they have the menopause issues, like they're waking up, what's it called, sweaty and stuff. But you don't go, you say like you have menopause. If you don't understand that they have the menopause, you're just waking up and that's having the symptom, you don't recognize it as a problem. Then you just think it's normal. Maybe something's going, just nothing wrong. It's just some stuff. So they connect it to a real problem. You just skip it as some things usually people have. Then you move on with your life. And one example that I keep using when it came to unawares is something like, let's see you wake up and you have like a brain fog, and you think it's just normal how people's waking up. Then when you do some tests or whatever, then you find like you have some vitamins issues, then you understand there's some problems. Before you was looking at just a normal things. People's wake up with a brain fog. Why actually people's when wake up, they need to wake up what is called super energized, ready to tackle the days. But when you have like stuffs like dopamine issues, like night fixed sleep schedules, you have like this symptoms like in the morning. So how are we gonna connect? We need to make somebody that's those symptoms that waking up with brain fog, like is connecting to this and this and this. Study shows this and this and this, so people can understand it's a problem. Actually, it's not a normal thing that they have. So example by avatars, menopause, unaware audience, 3 a.m., eyes wide open, shit soaked through again, you lie there, heart racing, wonder what the hell is happening to your body, you're exhausted but you can't sleep, you are eating the same things but gaining weight, your brain feels like it's wrapped in cotton walls, you told yourself it's just stress, just getting older, just life, it's not. And once you know what it actually is, you can fix it. So this is what we do, just we mirror. you're actually trying to mirror the symptoms. Like they have some symptoms. Like again, like the whole these things to work, you need to have like a good avatar research. Through the avatar research, when you understand your avatar, you understand how normally the problems appears in their life. So how the normals appeared in their life, you use it to mirror them to make them recognize this is a problem. So they say you have this and this and this, and people are gonna answer yes, I have this. Then you connect them to that. If you have this, that's mean you have menopause. So this is the way like when you study this, what is the symptom of menopause, and people saying is like waking up at 3 a.m., drained, gaining weight, all of these issues. Then you show them like as we did in here, like what's it called, the symptoms. Then you say, oh, here is how actually can be fixed later. So like here is what's causing it, then here's how it can be fixed. For knee pain, for unaware audience, you used to take stairs 2 at times. Now you grab the realizing pray nobody's behind you. You park in the far spots for the exercise, but really you just don't want anyone to see you struggles out of the car. Your grandkids want to play in the floors. You make excuses. This isn't Asian. This isn't just how it's now. Something specific is happening in your knees, and it's reversible. Same things. You took the symptoms, you showed to them, then you realized to them as the problems. So this is for people that doesn't recognize knee pain. Like some old people didn't recognize knee pain as an issue that's happening because like it was less active and there's like cartilaginal turnouts and stuff. They connect it to just like aging. So what you do, you take in. So the whole thing is with unawares. You're removing the normalize of the issue and make it a real issue that can have consequences later on. Then you dedicate to them. So when you are unaware, this when you really twist the knife. You make them understand symptoms and make them understand like how serious can it be. Because in this case, it doesn't create like paralyzed effects. What is created is created like interest in curiosity and literally some warning that's actually they want to fix it. But when you have like solution aware and people already like been bombarded with how the issue is like fucking their life, when you push more in that, you create like paralyzed effect. That's what's gonna do for them. They're gonna make them run. I don't want to deal with that. I'm gonna deal with it later. But for unaware, you show them the symptom, then you twist the knives, and that, and you say, oh, this is an actual problem, So level 2 of the awareness is we have first unawares. Level 2 is problems aware. I know I have a problem, but I don't know what to do about it. What they're thinking, this is a real problem. It's affecting my life. There is some things out there, but I don't know what. What copy needs to do? Agitate the problems, make it urgent, introduce that solution exists, position your category of solutions. So do you have the problems? They assume that they made solution, they didn't search for it, but they think that there is. So they need to understand the problems, agitate them, then here is like the solution for it. So lead with the problems, hint at solutions, Try our acne serum. Your teen used to take 47 selfies to get this for teen with acne. 47 selfies to get the right one. Now she won't even look at the camera. Here's what's happening, what actually works. They recognize that there is a problem, but here's how to actually fix it. Example by Avatar, teen acne, problems aware speaking to mom, because in this case, the buyer is the mom, is not the teen. She used to burst through the doors talking about her days. Now she's getting straight to her room. She's not hungry at dinner. She has headaches every time there is a family, even with photos. You know what it really is. You see her starting at her face in the mirrors. They're looking away, the acne is selling her confidence. You don't know where to start, what actually work, what's safe for teenager skin, what won't make it worse. So what do we do with problems aware? We validate their concerns. We validate like what they're going through. Here is like we do. Then we agitate. You see them. You used to say that you see like your kids having these issues, not able to look in the mirrors. So you validate their concern. And you say it can be like here's what's going on. You agitate them. So you remind them of the problems, or like how it's like also showing in their life. Then that there is a solution actually. So you don't educate them or trying to connect the dots. They already connect the dots that teen acne is actually an issue that needs a solution. PCOS, hair loss problems like girls in their 20s. You're finding more hairs in the drain on your head. It started a few months ago. It's getting worse. You're scared to even touch your hair anymore. Something is wrong. You just don't know what. So they recognize the problem. They just didn't recognize what's causing it for the PCOS. Like the root cause of the problems. What is it? You just don't know what. Then you start connecting the dots. PCOS can causing this and this and this inflammation, and that's why if you have PCOS and you see it straighten, that's meaning you probably have PCOS, hair loss, a specific condition that is caused by DHT overload, and we continue like that. For solution awares, I know solution exists, but I don't know which one or your products, what they're taking. I have been seeing products, services for this. I'm comparing, I'm skeptical. I need to know why this one. Here's like when the mechanism is going to be good. What copy you need to do, differentiate it from other solution, introduce your unique mechanism, build credibility for your approach. Lead why other solution failed plus your difference. Natural knee pain relief, you took glucosamine for 8 months, nothing happened. Here is why and what to take instead. So you go like solution aware. This solution against this other solution, why this solution going to be work. Example by Avatar, knee pain solution aware, Glucosamine, you take it for 6 months, nothing. Turmeric, repeat, turn yellow, but your knee still ache. Maybe you even get to cortisone short relief for a week. Then right back to square one. Here's the things nobody told you. All of that, you start getting the wrong problems. Your cortisol isn't the issue. The inflammation that's eating at life is different target, different solution, different result. So the whole idea on solution aware is just like you don't educate them about problems. You don't twist the knife on their problems. You just tell them like why this thing that because they already know all of that. They went from unaware to connect the dots. Oh, I actually have a problems aware knee pain. Here's like what's going on with the knee pain. But what is the solution? I tried this, nothing's working. Why this thing's gonna work? Social proof, differentiated mechanism. Menopause solution aware. Black coach made you no such. Evelyn promised. Evelyn Primrose did nothing. HRT. What is my English? HRT terrified you, and your doctor wasn't exactly reassurance. You are stuck swearing through meetings, lying awake at 3 a.m., watching your body change and feeling powerless. But here's what nobody explained. Those solutions all work on the wrong pathway. Your symptoms aren't random. They come in from one specific place. Target that and everything shift. So the whole thing is going against like all the solution why it's not working, why the solution is working. And really need to understand that. When you have like an audience, the solution aware, you don't agitate the pain. You don't push on the pain. You don't push on the problems because imagine this like it's simply like in a human base. Like just use your IQ guys with me here. Somebody have an issue that's really impacting his life and he's already looking for a solution and nothing work. And what you lead with is you trying to push more on his issue. Oh, you're fucked. You cannot do this. And do you know what's gonna happen then? The first things we have the paralyzed effect, the running. Like the people's gonna see that and gonna say, I don't want to deal with this. I'm gonna move on. I don't want to take action. I want to move on from this. This is like so much for me to deal with. I'm already overwhelmed of how these problems like affecting my life. While in the other way, if you lead with solution, this is like why the things work for your product, but here is why it's gonna work and here is why. Here is what's gonna work and here is why it's gonna work. That's what's gonna put them. It's gonna put them relief. They're looking for the relief. They're looking for a solution, not to agitate the pain. And this is something that I see a lot of people. They have solution aware audience and they agitate and push like twist the knife and stuff. And level 4 products are aware. Most of this like people that's already like on your funnels. I know your products, but I haven't bought it yet. Why they are thinking I haven't seen this brand before? Seem interesting, but why should I buy? What is the risk? Is this legit? What's company need to do? Handle objections, tax proof, create urgency, make the offer irresistible. This is basically for the bottom of funnels, like people that already watch like your top of funnels. They are right now not the bottom, the middle of the funnels people. They already watch your ads, they already click something, but they didn't buy yet. Hook up approach, liquidity proof, offer, or urgency. Introducing our acting solution. You have this tabs open for 3 days. Here is what 47,000 mom decide and why they are glad they did this. It can be an emails openers, Example by avatars in acne products aware speaking to mom. You have this tab open for 3 days. You have read reviews. You have zoomed in before and afters. You still not sure. I get it. You bought things before that didn't work. You have seen your teen's face lights up with the hopes. The info will nothing changed. So here's what I want you to know. 47,000 moms have been exactly where you are. 94% of their teens saw visible results within 14 days. And if your teen isn't the 6% who doesn't, full refund, no question. You get 16 days to decide. The only risk is another month of watching your kids suffer. So the whole thing is pushing them more to actually buy, like the guarantee, the social proof that there is nothing for them to lose. Because they already convinced, they already watched the ad, they already learned something. They just like they have some objections, with the pricing, with the shipping, with something that they didn't believe it. So social proof and get them to believe and show them like your offer. PCOS hair loss products aware 30s like 20s. You have been here before. You read Sarah's stories. You have seen the photos of the baby hair growth back. Part of you is hopeful, part of you is bursting for another disappointment. I know because I have heard from thousands of women who felt the exact same way before of new growth. Because I have heard from thousands of women who felt the exact same way before they tried it. Here is my promise. Use it for 90 days. If you're not sending me for a new growth, I will refund every penny and keep what's left. No awkward emails, no fighting for your money back, just a refund because I only want customers who get result. What do you have to lose? Expect more hair. Simply emails that's like gonna working for what is called bottom of funnel. Middle funnel, sorry. The last level of awareness is most aware. I know everything. I'm ready. Just give me a deal. This is something that people they wanna buy at that point, but most of the time something distracts them because life is distractions. a notification, they was driving, they was like sitting with friends, and somebody called them, you know something, they push them, so you just need a reminder, here is like your products is waiting for you, here's the offer. So what's company to do? Get out of the way, clear CTA, best offer possibles, urgency to act now. So hook approach, lead with offer, discount or deadlines. Your card getting lonely and your 40% discount dies at midnight. Sold out twice last month, back in stocks for now. 847 people ordered yesterday. You better ship today if you are one of them. So hey, you left something in your cart. You better ship today. If you order in the next 3 hours, you use code MOVE40 instead of $32. 16-day guarantee still applies. You need code. They said stop waiting. Menopause most awares. Last night 847 women's order. You almost out again. Your 40% discount expires at midnight. Free shipment, free bonus guides. 16 days guaranteed. If you have been waiting for a sign, it is it. Get it sure now. This is for people that's easy to buy. Just need an offer, not an offer, just even a reminder. But with an offer, it's great. So writing, this is the biggest mistakes. Writing level 5 copy to level 2 pupils. By now 40% mean nothing to someone who doesn't even know your products existed or why they need it. But your copy to the level awareness. Cold traffic level 1-3, warm traffic level 3-4, high traffic retargeting level 4 or 5, email less most of times like 3 to 5. You know, depends on how much like this spends on your website or they get educated. So the whole thing, you literally want to understand your awareness, the awareness level of what is called of your avatars. On the next models, we're gonna also like not in this identify your marketing position. We're gonna show you how to identify this. But without this, as you nail this, what's gonna be happening? You're just gonna get everything wrong, and getting everything wrong is gonna be the biggest mistake that's making your ass not hitting. You know, you're trying to target some audience that's already like solution aware while using tactics of like problems aware or unaware of or the way I want. You know, so nail this. So your positioning, your messaging gonna be perfect. So see you in the next video, and that's it for this one.